Hi, this is Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. I want to speak today about things you do when you grow. Things you do when you grow. In fact, this is things that you will show to be doing when you are showing growth. And I want to speak about that today, and I want to just start with part one and speak about some few things today. And as we continue with this topic in the forthcoming days, I hope you will learn out of this. And as a young man, it is very important that you grow, and your growth is actually evident. We start to see you becoming different as you grow, and you're not the same like yesterday. And the same you of last year should actually be different from now. And I believe that even next year when we meet you, you must be a different person, because you would have actually adopted these few tips that helps you, that you do them when you grow. And this is very important. And I'm going to speak about this and hoping that it will help you in your life, that as a young man, you start to hearken unto this if you want to show signs of growing. Now, the first thing that I want to speak about is when you grow, you start actually running away from small talks. You actually walk away from small talks. You're not excited by small talks. Now, when we speak about small talks, we, of course, speaking about side talks of people coming to you and bringing things that doesn't concern you. We're speaking about people that are coming to you and speak about other people. And some, commonly when people come to you and they come into a backbite others or gossip about others, we sometimes embrace these things and think that it is actually good to listen to people when they come to tell you. And sometimes we are listening to these people because we are afraid to hurt them. We are afraid to stop them from coming and telling us about other people because we think that will hurt them. But I want to emphasize that the sign that you're growing as a young man and the evidence that you're growing as a young man, you stop now to entertain what we call small talks. You're not getting excited about that. When people are coming actually to speak about things that are not building, things that are not taking you any further in your life, things that are not helping you to grow, you are actually stopping them here and there. And I want to emphasize the fact that never be afraid to stop people talking to you things that you don't want to hear. And there are those people that are commonly doing that. And literally, these are the type of people that you would know that each time something has happened, they will actually come running to tell me about it. And because you've opened the door for them, you actually have allowed them to keep coming and dump the debt on you. And you now become a dustbin. You now become a dumping place of gossips and evil talks and so on. Now, this must stop exciting you as you grow as a young man. Start developing a level of growth that makes you to really shut your ears from this type of talks when people come to talk to you. Now, when we talk about small talks sometimes are those jokes that some of your friends do. There are people that will actually be joking about almost everything. They'll joke even about people until they hurt the people. They'll joke about lives of other people until they hurt these other people. So this is small talks that we're talking about. Now, when you are growing, you start actually not being excited about small talks. Even when somebody's joking about someone, you're not laughing anymore because it is not exciting you. It's not something that you consider important. It's not something that will take you any further. So these are type of things that are small talks. When people are speaking things that are not going to progress you. And I can speak about you as a young man. You would know a group of friends that are standing at the street corners next to your street, and they are talking only about things that are deviating. They'll speak about drugs, they'll speak about girls, they'll speak about alcohol and the next party and so on. These are the small talks that we're talking about. But when you grow, you start actually not being excited anymore by small talks because you become very serious in life and you find that your life is shaping up in destiny, and therefore you're focusing on the destiny that you're going towards, or the goal that you're going towards, that you're working towards, the purpose of your life that you're working towards, and as a result, you're not excited about small talks anymore. That is really showing that you're growing, and as you grow, therefore, don't be excited actually of small talks anymore. The other thing is that you'll realize as you grow that you start considering that it is better to sleep than to go out for fun with other young men for things that are deviant. And as I spoke earlier, that you'll realize that some of them are actually spending more time in drugs, spending more time in wrong things, and planning evil things as well against others. And some are actually devising what we call gangsterism. And they would actually devise that by inviting you slowly into them on Friday nights and say, we are going out. Now, some of the outings on Friday nights are the very same ones that have actually made some of the young men to become people that are undesirable in the community. People that are criminals in the community. They've grown that by those invitations into some Friday nights. And I'm saying to you as a young man, please, as you grow, please stop some of the Friday nights outings that are actually deviant by nature, that are drifting your own character and destroying it. Rather sleep instead of going out. Now, the fact that you are growing, we're going to see you more interested in saying, you know what, I'd rather sleep at home than to go and sleep out. I'd rather sleep at home than to go and spend my night in a shebeen. I'd rather sleep right now rather to go with friends to nightclubs and so on. Because all those things you would have realized that they are not taking you anywhere. And I'm saying to you as a young man, that cannot be your life. Because your life, remember that, is full of purpose. Your life is full of plans of God that God has actually called you for. Now, without the purpose of God in your life will never have direction. Now, as a young man, the fact that you're growing, we're going to see you now starting to consider your purpose as very, very vital and very important and very prioritized. As a result, prioritize it more than the pleasures of this world. It is nice to please the body. It's nice to please the flesh. But at the end of the day, it is very important to drive your purpose and be a man or a young man of purpose and be with direction and with focus as well. Because it's the only way you're going to be successful in your life. But I must emphasize that when you are growing, this must be the type of science that we see in you. That you're starting to focus more than you used to be. And you start to do things that are actually more beneficial. And you ask yourself in every plan that your friends are putting you up to, every invitation, question the invitation. Question on where are they going and for what reasons, so that you can actually gauge whether you need to be there or not. Because there are those Friday night outings that they invite you to that are not going to be helpful for you. And some of you as young men, even when you are writing exams, remember, some of you are in universities, you are studying as well. There are those Friday night outings that happen even when you are writing exams. And I want to warn you about that as a young man, to say, please be careful, because your future relies on your decisions right now. Make the right decisions as we speak, because that will actually shape your future. It will help you as a young man to become really a matured person, and you will grow with the proper direction, knowing that you're not excited by Friday night hours and forgetting that you've got a purpose to look after. There are those of you who are actually coming there from families that have been suffering. They've sent you with the last penny to university, and you are there now, and you are making parties every single Friday, and you don't spend your time actually in your studies. And I want to warn you as a young man that it is friends that will drift you away. And some of them, remember, they are coming from wealthy families, and they are not like you, and don't do yourself like them as well. So make sure that as a young man, as you grow, you are starting to stop going out on Fridays with friends for no reason and for no purpose. And I want to emphasize that because it is something that has actually drifted young men into tension, and most of them have actually lost their focus because of that. And I want to end up here today. Your host, Micornus Phokane. Thank you very much for listening to us. This was, of course, part 1 of this great topic, and we'll continue tomorrow with part 2. So please join us as we do that. And I want to draw your attention to our YouTube channel. So please subscribe to it. Click like to our Facebook page, Micornus Phokane, and our Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum. Click notification buttons as well so that you are notified of videos that we post, and you will learn out of those. May the good Lord bless you. Allow me to check out right here and say cheers for now.